Hey, I'd like to talk to you today about how I got started in my trading and consulting business. You see, I was doing training and consulting for small and medium-sized companies, and the going was good because I essentially was able to charge anywhere upwards of 30,000 per business plan. And so for a bachelor and for a guy with little or no debt at all, just at a point in time, some 15-16 years ago, just having like 2 or 3 clients, it's good enough for me, and I probably make more than any of my friends, and I work like less than a third of what they do. And so very quickly I was financially I was very comfortable, and so that's when my friend asked me to go and target the school market. Now the school market in Singapore is a little different, or at least the way I perceive it to be was a little different, because unless people know you and you have a track record, you probably not stand a chance of breaking into the school market. And so when we went in, that was the understanding I had. But nonetheless, we managed to penetrate the school market. But it didn't get out to a good start, because within 1 year we only had 3 clients. And mind you, the schools were paying like a third of what the small companies were doing. So I'm getting less client and I'm getting paid less, and I'm having to work more. So we started cold calling, which frankly is something that I am still allergic to. We started cold calling, to schedule some meetings, and we managed to put ourselves in front of people. But the problem is, like I said, if you do not have a track record, and if people have not heard of you, then it's going to be very difficult for them to say, yes, I will give your company an opportunity to do that, unless we have something that it's very, very different. And so one of the things that I did was we tried all kinds of things. We tried like giving free seminars. We tried like giving out white papers to people, and none of that worked. And then until this one time I decided that, hey, maybe what we should do is we should give the schools a free audit of their systems and processes. And so with that free audit, at the end of the day, two key things that I promised them. One is that at the end of the day, I will give you a full report telling you what are the areas of concern. And number 2 is that I will give you a step-by-step plan on how you could bridge those gaps. Now, one of the things that I promised them was that this is a no pitch. There is no pressure. We give you everything, and at the end of the day, you decide what you want to do with that. If you like us to work with you, we'll be more than glad. If not, if you want to take the plan and you want to execute it on your own, that's well and good as well, right? We did say that the one thing we want to make sure that the schools are not doing is that they do not already have an existing consultant, because we don't want to going there and tell them what the consultants are doing are wrong. So that was our strategy. So our strategy was basically, we understood that the schools have they do not have the expertise and the knowledge in terms of assessing their own systems and processes, let alone kind of bringing their systems and processes to the next level. And so we went in, we offered this free audit for them. We speak to their staff, we look at their documents, and then after that, basically we tell them what they should do, and then at the end of the day, they decide what they want to do with that information. Now with that program, we signed up 18 schools, 18 schools within 6 months. 19 schools actually, to be precise, 19 schools in 6 months, and all all but one decided to take us on as a consultant. So only one didn't take us on, and the reason why that school didn't take us on was that it was going to go through a merger with another school, and so at a point in time, the principal didn't want to commit to any form of a long-term contract with an external party. And so the main thing I learned from this whole exercise was that a lot of time people say that, wow, what happened? I don't have a track record and I have no experience. Well, then my solution is that go out and work for free. Offer to help someone whom you think you have the expertise in. So for example, in my work now, how I got started again is I go out there and I offer to people who I think I could help them. I go into the Facebook groups and I look at what are some questions that people are asking, and then I reach out to the person and say, hey, I saw that you have this problem. I could help you with that problem if you like. And if the person said yes, then I'll go all in and I'll give the person a detailed feedback and what else that the person could do. And with that, I have successfully managed to kind of build my track record and build my testimonials. And so the one thing is, do not be afraid to work for free, because at the end of the day, if you're able to provide the kind of value and if you're able to be strategic enough, then that first group of people whom you offer to work for free could give you that leverage, could give you that platform, could give you that leap forward. Now, second thing that I would say, if you're going to attempt this, is that you want to do it, you want to give all out. You want to go all out and give everything in. And what I mean by that is that you want to do it as if the person is paying you top bucks. So I never come to a situation where I would say that, because this person is not paying me, I'm just going to tell this person 70%. And if the person wants the remaining 30%, that's where I go in and ask for the sale. No, I don't do that, and I seriously don't encourage you to do that, because at the end of the day, if the person finds out that what you have offered to the person really work, guess who he or she is gonna go to when he or she has a problem? Yeah. So go all in, give everything you have. And don't be afraid that someone might take advantage of you. Someone could take advantage of you. So what? Yeah. So that's number 2. Number 3 is that when you do it, at the end of the day, don't be afraid to ask for the sale, but don't put it in such a way that it's a hard sell or it's a high pressure, or make this whole thing as a sales pitch in disguise. Don't ever do that, because then immediately you lose the trust of the person that you are doing the work with. All right, that's number 3. Number 4 is, at the end of the day, I think to safeguard yourself, you need to have some form of a written agreement, in a way that to say that at the end of the day, these services are provided to you for free. That you should not be held liable for any of the suggestions that you've made, for example. That's it. Just to safeguard yourself, and if you can, always ask for a testimonial. That's something that I would always do. And so these are the key things that I have to share with you today, and from my 14 years of studying and building my own consulting firm. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.